What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about meal timing.
What is it?
Yeah, like what does that mean? Does that mean that you have to eat every 2-3 hours?
It could.
It could.
Is there any benefit of eating 2-3 hours? On your metabolism, no.
Nope.
If it means you getting in your calories for the day, yeah.
Yep. Can it also mean that you need to eat specific things at specific times during the day?
I mean, it depends. It
Yeah.
depends on your work. It depends on your work
Yeah.
schedule. Are you an overnighter? Are you a typical 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Do you have a very active job? Do you have an underwhelming and underactive job? Those things matter.
Yeah.
And the types of foods you consume for those jobs matter. And it's
Yeah.
not, meal timing is not going to elicit weight loss, but it's definitely going to allow you to become, I would say, easier to manipulate your food when you're consistent and you understand when those meals need to happen. Intermittent fasting is helpful.
I mean, all it really creates is a calorie deficit because you just
It doesn't, it does.
unless you like exaggerate your food in your eating window.
Fasting helps with digestion.
Yeah.
Fasting helps with insulin sensitivity. Fasting is not a weight loss. It should not be thought as a weight
No.
loss option.
No.
All you're doing is closing the window of timing that you allow yourself to eat. If you go to bed at 10 and you wake up at 8, that is still considered fasting.
Yeah, everyone fasts.
We all fast.
Yeah.
Extending that time, instead of at 10 p.m., it's now 6 p.m., you might find that you sleep better because you're not worrying about digestion while you sleep. You're not worrying about the insulin spikes from certain carbs or sugars that you might be consuming. If waking up at 8 and consuming your first meal allows you to have a strong start to your day, well, intermittent fasting is usually 16 hours, so you have 8 hours of food. So 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. would be your window.
Yeah.
You need to figure out, I have to eat 2,000 calories a day. I have to fit into that window. You should be consuming 3 meals because 2 meals at 1,000 calories each, that's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food.
And most people who struggle with food and quality of food consumption are going to find 1,000 calories
Of good quality.
of good quality food. One chicken breast is like 250 calories and about 30 grams of protein.
Yeah.
We're talking about average size. So if you have your protein, and let's say you have a potato, it's 200 calories. And let's say you have vegetables. We don't count calories in vegetables because the
Nope,
benefits
yeah.
outweigh the caloric amount.
Exactly.
And it really doesn't add up to much. You're at 400 calories off of something that's going to sit. Heavy is not the word, but it's going to fill you up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you need to figure out where you're going to pull 600 more calories in one meal.
Yeah.
At least breaking it down into 3. I mean, 675 calories per meal is way more attainable. So that would be in regards to the fasting and meal timing, figuring out when it would be more beneficial to eat those foods. I tell most people, eat more in the morning, eat less at night. Why? Most people don't do much at night. If you're going home from work and you've already been to the gym and the goal is to just sit, chill, watch TV, read, whatever it is, you're not doing anything. You're not burning tons of calories. You're going to go sit there and crush like a 700 calorie dinner just to go to bed after. Again, things like that can lead to weight gain, small weight gain over a long period of time, and then it's like, oh, how did I gain 6 pounds?
Yeah.
And it's small things like that that make a big impact. So, meal timing not being absolutely imperative to goals, but if you struggle to eat, maybe it's time that you structured scheduled meals. That way you're getting in your food.
Yeah.
And if you're going to avoid consuming food because you're so busy, protein consumption should be the first thing you think about.
Yeah.
Before you consume anything else, because that's going to give you a sense of satiety. That's going to be beneficial on the body. That's going to be beneficial on sleep and recovery, more so over than just carbs and fat.
Question.
Answered.
I've heard this a lot. All right. Someone like they work out late at night,
What's late?
like 9 p.m.
Okay.
Should they or should they not still eat after a workout, even though it's right before bed? I personally say yes.
I would suggest maybe consuming a protein shake post workout.
Yeah.
So it's liquid calories, quicker to digest. The problem though is if someone works out, let's say 9 to 10, you ain't going to bed at 11. Your body is going to be just wired.
Yeah.
So if your schedule is, oh, I go to bed at 1 and I wake up at 9, that's fine. You can probably consume food, but you just got to be a little bit more meticulous.
Yeah.
And again, everyone's different. Every body's different. So if you're post-workout and I don't feel hungry after workout, so I wouldn't eat. But it is advantageous to work out and then not eat, because your body is now in a depleted state. It's going to stay in a depleted state until you consume your next meal. And if your meal is immediately after and your goal is weight loss, you'll burn more calories by not consuming food just because your body is in that post-workout stressed state. If it were me, depending on the person, male or female, old or younger, I would tell them something light, even oatmeal. Oatmeal will also help with sleep. It will help with...
it's a slow digesting carb. Yeah.
And carbs help with sleep. There's this notion that tryptophan from turkey helps with sleep. Have you heard of that?
No. Is that why they talk about turkey coma?
Yeah, so they figured out that the turkey is not responsible for that feeling. It's the excessive ingestion of carbs that cause that feeling of lethargic and tiredness. So you might find that if you have oatmeal with like a bit of protein powder in it post-workout late at night, you might find you sleep better.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be so heavy like a piece of steak in your digestive system. So that's where meal timing is more important, because in order to get quality sleep, you still need to be aware of what you're consuming post-workout, even if it's late at night. But everyone's different.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's why you got to try things out. That's why you got to just see what works for you.
And with that being said, give it like 3 months.
Oh yeah,
not like 4 hours and then get pissed that nothing happened.
Like one night I tried this. I don't think it works. No, like give it.
Like I had clients who were like ketosis. They're like day 2. Where's all the weight gone? Like, why haven't I lost weight? And I'm like, man, you're not even in ketosis yet. Like,
yeah.
This whole 3 weeks to build a habit, I understand, and I think there's benefit to it. Most of the things that we're trying to tell you need to become long-term lifestyle changes. If you're not willing to do any of this work and know that it needs to be a part of your life, doing it for 2 weeks is not going to do anything.
No.
You might see like a little bit of a benefit, but the moment you stop, your body will just revert to its old habits. So with that being said, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, like we said in our previous video. Rest is important.
Make sure you know when you're eating and what works best for you. Sometimes it's load up in the morning, ease up at night. Sometimes
that's what I do.
Yeah. Myself, I'm a very light eater, and then I eat most of it at night. I find that works for me, but like I said, we're all different, and we all gotta try what we
all have to try what works for us.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
But at the end of the day, consuming enough food for what your body requires, sleeping enough for your body to get proper recovery, and resistance training for your body to stay physically fit long term. Those are non-negotiables.
No.
Your body requires those things. And slowly changing your life to allow those things to become easy makes everything sustainable long term.
Yep.
On that happy note,
that's meal timing, and
we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Like, subscribe, comment, send us a message.
Share. Yeah.
Please.
If you have any questions, just leave it down below, and someone will reach out. Maybe you'll get lucky. It'll be one of us.
Probably not. But if you want it to be, just ask.
Request it. I request Ryan Brown to answer this question. See you guys in the next one. Peace.